is obviously the big icon fight with Leviathan. Try to put these things on here. When I played this, when this DLC came out, this fight was not super easy. A couple phases, the first couple of phases are fine. But one of them was just
playthings.
super hard. So I'm gonna get this going and see how this goes.
All right. I heard you the first time.
The design for Leviathan is super fun.
I'm not here to hurt you, Wallius! Fuck. That was too close. Come on, then. No more hiding. Wallius! This isn't what I wanted!
Sorry.
I only hope you can forgive me.
Stop kitty crap. Completely for water.
What is this? The calm before the storm.
Indeed.
I will not give up on you!
This is the fucking part.
Stop this! I'm not here to play! I said stop! This has gone on long enough!
Ow, you fucker. This is why this was so brutal last time in this game. I remember getting through it once and feeling like you got through it and then it was fucking left. Damn it. God, this is the same fucking thing. There's not enough time.
I'm running out of time.
I'm fucking convinced there's not enough time to do it.
Shit.
No. The village.
I'm gonna give it a couple more goes just to see.
Stop this! I'm not here to play!
The thing is, I don't know what else I can do attack-wise. Because it's not like I have other attacks or other things I can do. That's
I said stop! This has gone on long enough!
it's my knowledge in dodge. Getting over attack thing. Man, this is better. No! wondering if I should just pop it down to story focused. I'm wondering if that makes a difference.
The village.
Alright, I'm gonna give it one more go. And then I'm just gonna bump it down because this is dumb. Like, I feel like I'm doing it about as moderately efficient as I can.
Stop this! I'm not here to play! I said, stop! This has gone on long enough!
I'm running out of time. Shit.
No. The village.
It sounds like even if you don't like they basically, it sounds like they pretty much want you to do every single combo as efficiently and perfectly as
The
possible.
village.
I'm gonna bump it down.
Stop this! I'm not here to play! I said stop! This has gone on long enough!
Oh, I did have time.
I'm running out of time. Shit.
Oh, fuck off. I'm pretty sure that you have to start the entire fight. Yes.
The village.
my goodness.
I warned you.
full of surprises, aren't you? Garuda will be proud.
No, 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 no! Fuck off! Seriously? How far away do you have to be?
Wallius! Wallius!
How long did he keep this up?
No, 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 no. God damn it! Fuck. Please tell me I do not have to do fucking... Please tell me it's just from phase 4. Any tips?
full of surprises, aren't you? Garuda will be proud.
Warriors! Warriors!
How long can he keep this up?
Can I go? Can I go, boys? Oh, that was fucking bad, dude. Not the water spout. Not the water spout. Not angry seas.
Not this time. If that's what you want. You've had your fun, Leviathan.
It's time you went back to sleep!
Alright, Clive. Go get the baby. Catch the baby, Clive.
adorable.
He is now.
He is now. But did you see him a few moments ago?
Clive, I don't know how to thank you.
It's all right. We should find him a dry blanket now. Wouldn't want the little monster catching a cold.
There. He's finally asleep. The poor thing had a long day.
Indeed.
That makes two of us. So, what happens now?
Now? Now, we make things right. How? By providing Walyas what he was denied. A place to learn and grow. A family to love and protect him. So that one day, when the wounds in his heart and mind have finally healed, he might decide for himself how he'd like to live the rest of his life. But until then, I'll stay by his side, come what may.
Then he's a lucky boy. And not only because he'll have the best warrior this side of the belt to teach him the battle axe.
She'll do her best.
Shula, the beast that threatened your home is tamed. The empire that threatened your people toppled. Might it not be time to cast off your ancestors' glamour and retake your place in the Twins?
Perhaps. It's not as if we have the crystals to maintain the wall much longer. But are we truly safe? Is the world truly ready to accept us for who we are and what we believe? If I remember rightly, you and yours still choose to remain hidden, do you not?
We do.
Well, your people will always be welcome in Haven, regardless.
As will yours in the hideaway. We're allies now. If there's anything you need from us, supplies, food, equipment, do not hesitate to ask.
It's kind of you to offer. But we'll manage, just as we always have. Besides, I suspect you'll be needing everything at your disposal if you're going to save the world.
I fear much of it is past saving. The best we can do is strive to turn what's left into a world where we can all live as equals.
A noble endeavor. And there'll be a place in this world for us, will there? For Walyas.
For everyone. I swear it.
Then we shall be waiting. Until the tides bear you back to shore.
Is that the full of the rising tide? I assumed there'd be more than that. I guess there's probably more quests. There's probably side quests. See, there is
Do you think he'll be all right?
an achievement for doing a bunch of side quests in Haven.
Well, yes. Only time will tell. But I can certainly think of worse places to spend one's childhood. The Moats of Water are a fine people, and they will take good care of him.
Up by the Vare, Ultima spoke to me. He called Leviathan his most profaned fragment, and told me to redeem the sins that had laid him low.
Is that so? The sins of Walias's ancestors were grave indeed. To force him to prime at so tender an age.
And to freeze him in time, that he might never know what it was to live.
Yet I doubt either of those crimes was the source of Ultima's displeasure. It was that the Icon's power had been put to another purpose than the one he intended. To him, Leviathan must have seemed an aberration.
Could that be why Ultima made no attempt to lead me to him? The fear that this profaned fragment might corrupt his vessel somehow.
Perhaps. Or perhaps he simply deemed Leviathan surplus to requirements. Having concluded that his vessel might be made to serve his purposes without the full sum of his power.
His purposes. There's no escaping them. Even here. Hidden away in the city of the blessing of the crystals proved nothing but a prison. A prison into which Walias was born. And from which freedom is hard won. If the world doesn't change, if we don't change it, he'll end up suffering the same fate as every dominant who came before him.
Then we must change it.
That we must.
And we shall.
Excellent. Okay, so there's several. Can I make anything out with stuff that I have?
Reckon my steel's just as good as any. I'd like to see another smith do better. A good tide to you.
I'm gonna do two things. One. I'm curious. Two things. One, I'm curious about if this Leviathan fragment makes another sword. Two, let me see what this Reedstone is all about.
What do I owe the honor?
Is there a new sword?
Sancfordian, do you?
Oh, you can make them too? Interesting.
That it? Fine.
So I will say I didn't ever finish the Leviathan fight, so I don't actually know what happens from this point on in the story. Or the DLC.
What is this?
Muthos. You plumbed the very abyss, yet still you hunger. We are impressed.
Is that so? Not again.
Okay. Wait, is this like Ultima's icon?
Is ours, and now it is yours. Consider it a gift from us to you, a taste of things to come.
You still think I'm going to be your vessel? I'll take your gift then, Ultima. Just don't expect it back.
Interesting.
You hear me? I will never be yours!
Okay.
You, who ever rail against our gifts, remain all too eager to avail yourself of them. Perhaps you require more time to reflect.
things as we can. Should I use, no. Use it instead of Shiva. So 7,000. That was a lot. Oh, cool. I should see if you selling new
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
and adjust.
Is that all?
That's him.
Yeah, it's me.
I will have to charge you.
14,000. It's 20,000. Like 2,000.
Hey, we can use that. Here you are.
So according to my notes, that is every single Orchestrion roll.
Very well. My friend, I have news. I think I might have found a way to break Talor's curse.
Go on.
Well, after listening to the village elders and scouring every likely-looking tome in the library, I learned that not all Tombries are the same little green menaces we know and loathe. Apparently,
A chosen few live to incredible ages and grow to many times the size of their counterparts. The folktales hold that it's the very eldest of these, the Tombury Kings, who weave the curses, and that their magics bind their victims to them, that they might continue to feed on their pain.
So if we slay the one that cast the curse, the feeding will cease.
But that was my thinking, yes. Though I doubt it'll be easy. These kings are not just bigger, they're stronger too. And if the tales are true, their followers will defend them to the death. It is a perilous proposition, in short, but it may also be Talor's only hope. What say you?
I'll do it. Even if killing this king doesn't break the curse, the city will be a safer place for its removal.
Thank you.
So then, where will I find it?
That, alas, I do not know. It must have woven the curse at the altar in Father's Fell, but as to where it is now...
Fanet! You were the one asking about Tonberries, right? Because there's a whole bloody army of them out on the cloak!
What? But why would they stray so far? Why now?
There's only one way to find out. I'll head up the mountain and see what's going on.
Right. Thank you. And please, be careful.
Hey, mister! Over here! Please, mister, you've got to help us. The village is in danger, and if someone doesn't do something... you should have seen it!
Stop. Take a deep breath and tell me everything. Starting with your name.
Sorry. My name's Eirik. When you went up to the Ereval was with Miss Shula, well, I followed you.
You could have been killed.
Lady Shula told us you lot were great warriors, so I thought I'd be alright if I stayed close like. But then, I lost track of you in the woods, and that's when I saw it.
Saw what?
A great, big, dripping, drooling monster. Spitting out great spouts of water it was, that were tearing up the ground and cutting down trees.
Spouts of water? I don't recall seeing anything like that in the forest.
Well, I did, and I don't ever want to see it again. You'll get rid of it, won't you?
All right. If this creature is as terrible as you claim, it could well pose a threat to the village. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, mister. It was over by the Swift one that I saw it. Maybe it's still there.
Then that's where I'll start my search. But this time, you're going to stay here. Understood?
I wouldn't go through those gates for 1000 gil. Not with that thing out there. Good luck, though.
Right, so there's two more. Why do I feel like it's gonna be a whole lot fucking nothing when I get to that beast?
My lord, might I have a moment of your time? I would beg of you a service.
Certainly. What is it?
It's a long story. But before we get to that, would I be right in thinking Lady Shula told you about the witch from the north?
Yes. She said that your ancestors found her here, and that it was she who taught them the spell to stop time. She was like Wallius, you know. A dominant. The Warden of Ice.
My great-grandmother suspected as much. She cared for the poor woman when the end was near. and it was she whose duty it became to attend her grave. A duty that was passed down to me.
I see. And the service you would beg of me?
Well, until recently, the path to the grave had long been blocked by a fallen tree. But when our woodsmen finally found time to move it, we quickly realized it might have been better had they not. On trying to clear the rest of the path, you see, we discovered that a flock of bloodthirsty beasts had claimed the cliffs beyond. None of us was a match for them. But you, my lord, have proven your strength many times over. Would you drive them away for us?
Of course. I'll see the path is made safe.
Thank you, my lord. The grave is in a place called Witchdrop. To reach it, one must turn left at the Winged Wains, then follow the path around to the right, deep into the forest.
Why so far from Haven?
It was where she lived. When our ancestors first came to Mysidia, they found her there, in an old abandoned village, and it was her heartfelt wish to return there in death. So when she passed away, my great-grandmother had a stone erected for her on the cliffs overlooking the place she once called home.
How thoughtful. Well then, a time like the present. Left at the ships, then round to the right, you said.
Just so. Thank you once again, my lord. I will join you at the grave anon.
Sheila.
You wouldn't happen to have some time on your hands, would you, Clive? Only I was wondering if you might help me with something else.
Don't tell me. Another unruly dominant.
Not quite, but a dangerous foe nonetheless. It promises to be quite a hunt. Care to join me?
All right. Tell me about our quarry.
A fiendish, cold-blooded beast known as a Givra. Normally, we leave such animals well alone, and for good reason. But I have an even better reason to want its tongue.
Its tongue?
If you'll permit me, tributary, I can explain.
Certainly, Yamila.
It's been over a week since my sister gave birth to her first child, yet she still isn't back on her feet. We've tried everything to restore her spirits. Physics and nostrums, the laying on of hands and of leeches, but all to no avail. The healers tell me there's only one hope left. A broth as potent as its ingredients are perilous to procure.
It isn't only Yamila's sister who stands to benefit from this, by the way. There's her baby to think of. And Walyas, too. She'd agreed to be his wet nurse, you see.
I'd be glad to help.
Thank you. Our hunters have no shortage of skill, but this task calls for more than that. And it won't be achieved through weight of numbers either. The Givra is as wary a foe as it is a deadly one. 2 hunters might catch it unawares, but any more than that, and it would pick up our scent a league away.
Then it is decided. The 2 of you will go, while Jill and I occupy ourselves here.
Perhaps we might help prepare the broth.
Excellent.
That would be most kind of you.
Come then, Clive.
Joshua and Jill,
The
like,
river
fuck
of
that.
time flows fast, and so must we. There's a Givra that has claimed the ruins at the foot of the mountain as its hunting ground. But as I say, they are wary creatures. We'll need suitable bait to draw it out. The flesh of a forest ibex should suffice.
To the forest, then.
Do I lose? That's lame.
There's nothing a Givra loves more than a fat haunch of ibex.
There speaks the voice of experience. Do you hunt often?
Since I was a girl, my father would take me. Then after he returned to the sea, Yamila's father. Our families have always been close. Even if her sister wasn't Walyas' wet nurse, I couldn't stand by and watch her suffer.
Let's go fuck some shit up. Oh, really?
almost at the gate, but they won't be coming any closer.
That was oh, that was dumb.
That should buy Haven some time at least.
Clive, are you all right?
Just one hit the hole.
Fine. We've taken care of the immediate threat.
Thank the tides. I was worried I was going to lose you both. Till he took a sudden turn for the worse just after you left.
What? Is he?
No, he's hanging on. I fear the Tombury King may have begun the cursing ritual again. In earnest this time. I can't imagine their being here as a coincidence. I think it might be happening on this very mountain.
If it is, it won't be for long. Get back to Talor. I'm going up.
My thanks. I shall pray for both of you.
More of them. Come on then. I crave an audience with your king.
This one's not quite as fun as the Ultima building, but it's pretty fucking good.
Another group. They don't look very regal.
You know what? I bet you. There was that path I go down. I was trying to go for. Gonna go if that's where I'm going. Oh, this path here.
Still no sign of the king. Could Fanad have been wrong? There's dozens of them. The king must be close. We'll have to take care of his followers first.
Looks like that's the last of them. Out here, anyway. But beastmen do like dark places.
It's awfully nice of them to finally run through this spot. Oh, hey.
Well, I'll be damned.
Oh, you got a crown and everything.
It even has a crown. Sorry, Your Majesty, but your reign ends here.
More experience from him? Ooh. How did I get more experience from him than I got from Leviathan? Sure, man.
It's done. Which means the curse should be broken. Let's see what Talor's doing.
Clive! Is it done then?
It is. I was going to ask if there had been any change in Talor's condition, but judging by that smile on your face, I think I already know the answer.
You do? Talor! He's back!
Thank you, my lord. I can never repay you for everything you've done for me. I owe you my life.
I'm just glad the curse is lifted. There is one thing I'd like to know, though. If you don't mind my asking. What made you seek the Tombury's help in the first place?
Oh, that. Well, you deserve to know. It was years ago now, back in my trading days. The Sons of Griga arrested me in Oriflamme, chained me up in a lightless cell with a great sword hung over my head, ready to fall if I didn't confess. But they never said to what. I didn't, of course. So eventually they just let me go. And I never told a soul. Tried to forget it ever happened. But then you came along and the sight of your sword brought it all flooding back. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't hardly breathe, and I thought that if I gave my old chain to the Tomburys, maybe they could take all that pain away. All that anger. But it only made it worse.
Oriflamme has fallen. And the men who tortured you likely fell with it.
If only I'd known, I might have spared everyone a lot of trouble. I'd convinced myself that you were like them, that all outsiders were the same, but you're not. Far from it. Thank you, son. Thank you.
Clive, there's something I need to tell you. After we parted ways on the path to the cloak, I went straight back to Talor and explained to him what you were doing on his behalf. And just like that, his pain began to fade.
What do you mean? Just like that? The Tombury King would have still been alive. I had to contend with dozens of his minions before I found him.
Then perhaps one of them warned him of your coming and he broke off his ritual. Or perhaps knowing that an outsider was fighting for him was what lifted the weight from Talor's heart. I know from experience that many illnesses are not wholly physical, but of the spirit, at least in part.
Was there ever really a curse then? Or was Talor simply suffering from the pain of his memories? And the guilt of what he'd done? For all the difference it makes. I suppose we'll never know.
Maybe not. But this much I do know. It was your strength and your selflessness that healed his heart in the end.
I'll be sure to tell my healer friend when I get home.
Ooh, workout gym. Very nice. So you.
Yes?
You. $700 stagger damage. Holy shit. mold in an aqueous membrane.
A good tide to you.
A good tide to ya. Alright, so everything else is... I suppose, let's do this. Do the one quest right there.
Is that the hunter?
It's you. Nasser's savior.
Are you all right? What happened?
I was tracking an ibex when a great spout of water struck me square in the back. Sent me flying all the way across the clearing.
Did you see what made it?
No. All I heard was a noise. An ear-splitting din.
Might this be the culprit? Leave him to us.
You've caused enough trouble.
Up over 1,000. Start unlocking mo shit.
Well, that wasn't too bad. Hardly a threat to the village, but you can't blame the boy for being scared.
I'm gonna go with that's not the guy.
You made that look a lot easier than it was.
Do you think that was the beast which attacked you?
That thing? Not a chance. Would have heard it coming a league away. And the blast of water that hit me was beyond anything an Archelon can manage.
Oh. A boy from the village sent me in search of a beast that could conjure such things, but...
That's it. That's the noise I heard. Sounded like it came from the ruins.
I'll go. You head back to Haven and see a healer.
A healer? You mean the healer? Who actually... Shit, I don't think I need to. We're done fighting Leviathan. We can do this now.
here. Found her. Something's been busy. Whatever this creature is, it's out for blood. But it's not having ours. Stay close, Torgal. Where are you? Fragment of Walius' rage. I should have known. Time to put you to bed too. Nice try.
17,250. What was the other thing I needed? 1 fool's gold?
Fingers crossed that's the last of them. Either way, I should let Eirik know the danger is past. For now, at least.
Alright, I want to go grab this. Rather than go back now, I want to go... Excellent. Alright. I want to go up and over this. Because I do remember there being stuff over here? Stuff of some variety. I don't remember what. I just remember exploring it before I did one of the other quests. Actually, should I just try it? I've got everything unlocked. Just fucking go. See what happens. turn. Magic burst seems like a bit much. Abyssal tier, Abyssal, and then the tsunami. I guess the other thing I could do is
It's over.
close enough. Alright, 7 minutes to beat the last boss. Should be fine, right? Deluge and Tsunami. I don't think I have anything for Deluge. Should I do this, or should I... No, the other thing sounds more interesting. So this and Tsunami. Whoa, whoa, whoa. seconds left. Excellent. All right.
This should be the path to Witchdrop. Hungry, Toggle. Here's our welcoming party.
Are you living? Or just go ahead. Oh, hi. It is so sad that it just caps the Silent stone. Absolutely. So stupid. Too slow.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Where's
Now,
the grave?
where's the grave?
It's actually quite beautiful.
This must be it.
My lord, thank you for making the path safe again.
Ise. Was that her name?
Yes. Hardly the most fitting tribute for a dominant, is it? A rough-hewn stone with naught but a given name engraved on it. But my ancestors had only been here a matter of weeks when she passed. Every day was a struggle to survive. They had neither the time nor the energy to devote to a more elaborate memorial. Yet they spared what they could to grant her wish, that even in death she might continue to watch over her home.
She lived down there then? In the ruins?
That's right. They were once the living quarters for those who served up in the temple. When the Northern Thanes sent her here to weave her spell, this was where she and her retinue stayed. There were priests, handmaidens, and a knight sworn to shield her from harm.
Oh, the knight.
Of course, they were all gone by the time my ancestors arrived, fled or dead in the Western Wars.
All except Ise, who remained till the end. Alone.
Indeed. At least, that is the story as it's been handed down in Haven. But there is an epilogue to the tale. One known only to Lady Shula and myself. Some years after Ise's passing, you see, my grandmother came here to tend the grave and found a stranger kneeling before it. A knight, dressed head to toe in plate. She asked of him who he was and whence he had come, but received no answer. The only words he spoke were, "Tell me true, whose grave is this?" So she told him of how her people had met and cared for Ise, and how she had died. His only reaction was to stare up at the air of hours in silence. Then he left, never to be seen again.
You said he was wearing plate. Was it black and gold?
Do you know something of him?
When we went up to the Air of Hours to unravel the spell, we were set upon by a shade in the shape of a knight in full plate. It manifested in front of the Vair, and in its ether, I felt Shiva, the witch.
You didn't feel shit, Clive.
You think this
Jill
may have been the same
felt
man my
Shiva.
great-grandmother met? Ise's knight?
I don't know. Maybe. All I can say for sure is it was intent on protecting her creation.
Or perhaps her spirit? What remained of her ether, preserved in the Vair? Perhaps his spirit too became enraveled in her spell, frozen in an eternal vigil.
Till we ended it.
If the shade you fought was Ise's knight, then ending it was the greatest gift you could have given him. Now he can return to the sea, to be with his lady once more. And if his spirit should ever return here to visit her grave, I shall ask his name, that I might carve it in the stone next to hers.
that they might be together. Once and for all.
More silver penning to swear. Swear. Sell.
Thank you, my lord, for reuniting them.
Is there anywhere else you can go? Like exploration wise? No, not really. Alright. Alright, Sheila, let's go fuck some shit up. I was gonna do this while I was over here. 1500. That wasn't, is it? Yep, sure enough. That does get stuck in there. I'm wondering. At this point, I suppose what I should probably do is focus on each one, I guess. It's probably the easiest. I mean, it's gonna take New Game Plus realistically to unlock everything, but is this excessive? These Ibex are just that was not what I wanted.
It's over.
Return to the sea, and to the clouds rise again.
I feel like we could have just killed one of them and not 54 of them, but yeah.
We have our bait then. What next?
Next, we pay a visit to the Dark Gate to pick some local weed. It'll help disguise our scent.
Should do that. At some point, I should probably re-obtain my potions, but
There should be a sprig or two of local weed growing somewhere around here. Look for the golden leaves.
sounds good.
Is this it?
Aye, that's the stuff. Crush the leaves between your fingertips and rub them on your clothes.
If you insist.
Clive, just let her be the hunter. She knows full fucking well what she's doing. You do not.
You could have warned me about the smell.
Like corruption, isn't it? We'll have an honor guard of flies before long. But it'll stop the Givra from noticing us. Its nose will tell it we're nothing but a feast for worms.
Oh, I feel so much better.
We can wash it off afterwards. If there's one good thing about the Givra choosing the ruins for its hunting ground, it's that there's plenty of fresh water nearby.
I'm not gonna fast travel because I want to kill the stuff for AP and XP. Which is crosswellies this time instead of. I'm trying to figure out where I was supposed to put the rest of the. Do you think it's worth
Where should we lay the bait?
Givras are creatures of habit. Look for some sign if it's passing. It should. Return to the same place sooner or later.
Curious if this. That seems like a really easy way to get rid of him. So I can totally farm him for XP. Excellent. If I wanted to. I wonder if he counts for normal enemies for the purposes of AP. Are you Aquamarine? No.
Marking his territory.
Something was. A curl, maybe.
Especially if they respawn or if they respawn that fast.
Nice try.
I kept to get that dodge. Oh, he's not. What's this? Where's that? Ooh. So I didn't have the deluge talisman.
Tracks. But I assume they're too small to belong to a Givra.
You're right. They're barely big enough to belong to a Givra's breakfast.
Oh, wait. I did catch the other guy. was curious if the curl would respawn since the boost is on. This curl respawn.
A fresh kill.
But not a Givras. The wounds are too clean, too small.
So it didn't fucking eat anything. So this curl did not respawn. Or if it, or maybe it doesn't just because it's part of this quest. It doesn't want you to fight a random fucking curl in the middle of this quest.
These look like a predator's tracks. You can clearly make out the claws.
And not just any claws. These belong to a Givra. There's no mistaking them. We'll lay the bait here.
Let's hope our friend is hungry. Still no sign.
Patience, Clive. Hunting's not something you can rush.
Have you stalked these beasts before?
Once. Givras are fast, so the job called for a bearer. But even with my knack, it was a close-run thing.
Not many leaders would take such risks for their people.
Says the man who battled an icon to save a boy he barely knew. It is the way of the Moats of Water to use what gifts we've been given for the good of all. And I gather it's your way too.
It was Sid, the man whose name I bear. He fought for his people and their future with every fiber of his being. I'm just following in his footsteps.
Is that all?
In many ways, you remind me of him.
Me? You're confusing daring with desperation. Quiet. Something's coming.
Oh, hi.
Our guest has finally arrived.
Shall we greet him?
It'd be rude not to. Don't let it escape.
Excellent.
You weren't exaggerating when you said they were dangerous.
They're forces of nature, all right. And with this one's passing, the river of life has calmed. O roaring torrent, son of storms, may your spirit run free in the open ocean. This flesh I claim, that your gifts might rain down upon us this day, and our river flow in spate once more. Well then, let's return to the village. We must get this tongue to Ymilla before it spoils.
I kind of want to go and fight this Curl over here with our esteemed hunter. I think this is the last time we had a fight together, so we're gonna go fight this Curl. Sounds like a fun time, does it not? Well fought, Sheila. It's been a good time.
Yes? Flawless.
I'm so sorry, Flo.
How many times do we have to tell you?
You're back!
So? Did you find the fiend that attacked me and young Eirik here?
I did. It won't be troubling you anymore.
Yes! I knew you'd get it.
Only because you warned me of its existence. Not that you should ever have learned of its existence, but all's well that ends well, I suppose.
What was it anyway?
A manifestation of Leviathan's power. When we visited Wallius in the Surge, he was angry and afraid. The Icon summoned these creatures for his protection. Though why one would be wandering the ruins of Riversmeet, I don't know.
Maybe it was looking for his mum. That's where she died, isn't it? The Falls.
The Falls?
Aye. When they took her baby, she threw herself off the top. We go there once a year to pay our respects. The whole village.
Enegi is a part of its master's spirit, but Wallius wouldn't have been aware of what had happened to his mother, would he?
Well, either way, you did us a favor putting that thing to rest. Us and Wallius. Thank you.
Aye. Thanks, mister.
I heard the tributary can fell an ibex from 100 feet.
Tributary, my lord. Did all proceed as planned?
It did. Here. One Geaver tongue, as promised.
Oh, thank you. I shall add it to the broth at once. By your leave, tributary.
If there is anything else that we can do to help, you need only ask.
No, no. You've already done more for my family than I can ever repay.
Just as you have, Clive, for my family. I only regret that I have nothing to offer you in return but my gratitude.
It's more than enough. Besides, I'm no less grateful to you.
For what?
For welcoming my friends and I into your midst. For showing us how your people live. For reminding me that the world we strive to create, where bearers can live alongside their fellow men in peace and comfort, is no mere fantasy.
I'd hardly call it comfort. Every day is a struggle. Though we do at least struggle together, it's true.
As must we all. I only ask that you remember the cost of using your gifts as a bearer. I know that you feel it's your duty to do whatever you can to help your people. But you have a child to think about now. And Wallius has lost enough.
I shall bear that in mind.
That's all I ask. Oh, and if there is anything else that we can do to help, well, you know.
Thank you. Truly.
So this feels like it's probably the last quest in the DLC. Just aim-wise, the fact that we kind of closed out everybody else's story and whatever. Also, that it's Shula.
It is good to have her back.
No, it has to be him.
What has to be who? If you, don't mind my asking.
It's not your asking, I mind. It's my explaining. But I don't see any other way around it. You see, when a baby is born here, we hold a ceremony to welcome them. The rite of immersion, we call it. But I don't know whether Walius was ever afforded that courtesy. What is abundantly clear, though, is that my ancestors never welcomed him as one of us. And I want to change that. The problem is, the ceremony requires 3 ministrators. The baby's parents and a witness. As tributary, the role of witness would normally fall to me. But being Walius's closest living relative, I must play the role of mother.
So you want me to serve as witness in your stead?
That's right. A witness must be a trusty guardian, ready to steer the child through the stormy waters of life and on to tranquility. Which is why I thought of you.
Esther. It would be my honor.
Thank you, Clive.
So, if you will serve as mother and I as witness, who will take on the father's role?
I have a younger brother. He should be making ready for the rite as we speak, though whether he is or not. Let me introduce you.
Please do. If he's anything like his sister, I'm sure we'll get on famously.
I'll bid him come to the Witten Hall. Will you wait for us there?
Gladly.
As this feels very ceremonial, I'm assuming
Clive,
that this is the last
brother.
thing that goes into Clive's
If it isn't my
curiosities.
old mate Sid.
No fucking way.
You?
So you do remember me, even stripped of my cunning disguise? I'm touched.
You two know each other.
My friends and I crossed paths with your brother on our hunt for the Dusk Crystals, during which we saved his life. 3 times, was it?
3, 4, who's counting? All I know is when Shula mentioned she'd called in Sid the Outlaw to help young Walias, I could be sure that the little rascal was in safe hands. I mean, having seen you in action back at the tower, I know exactly what you're capable of.
So the mercenary you met in the Sage Spire, that was Clive. And he saved your life? That's a rather different story from the one you told me. And a far likelier one at that. It would appear my family owe you twice over. Whether they admit it or not. Honestly, Fammy, would it kill you to tell the truth once in a while?
What? I said sorry, didn't I? How about we save the, recriminations until after the ceremony, eh?
Speaking of which, what does this ceremony involve exactly?
Probably Shula killing her brother and
It's
throwing him
simple,
in the river.
really. We each say a short prayer and anoint the child's head with holy water.
Okay, or that.
Nothing too onerous then.
Not about the rite itself, no. But it does call for some preparation. One of the witness's responsibilities is to collect the holy water, you see. 3 phials for the 3 ministrators, each taken from a particular place. Don't worry, though. It's not as if you have to go alone. I can show you the way.
I'd appreciate that.
Famiel, you stay here and ready the Witten Hall.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything Jill and I can do to assist you.
We'd be glad to help.
Thank you both. All right then, let's get started, shall we? There are 3 types of holy water that we must collect. The water of the mountain, of the river, and of the sea. We take the water of the mountain from the spring atop Maiden's March. The water of the river from the course that flows through the ruins of Riversmeet. And the water of the sea from the shallows of Tailwind Bay. Here are the files we'll be using in the ceremony. I'm ready to leave whenever you are.
Let's fucking go then. Ooh. It would appear we're gonna fight our friend again, which is fine. Nothing's over there. So I haven't gone through this section with the thing that finds aquamarine. So I'm wondering if one of the aquamarine.
When you've decided what you want, just let me know. Well, if you're showing you need it.
Actually, I think we'll do this. We'll do this one. We'll do that one. We'll do that one. Curious to see if the looks like no. I was wondering if the curl that was right here would respawn. Would respawn outside of that beast. Is the whole squad here? Is it just me and Shula? Hell yeah, Shula! But you missed all that. I'm assuming this other curl is over here like he was before.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Someone's in trouble. Come on.
Oh, hey, it's the curl. What do you know?
Help! What help? Nobody's coming to... Help?
We're here to help.
Excellent.
Keep its attention on us.
I'll do more than that.
it's probably not going to do this now, but it's fine. When did I swap that? Okay, so I
Is anyone hurt?
Oh, Sid! Thank all the clouds in the heavens you came.
You saved us. Again.
Would you two care to explain what you're doing up here?
The chief sent us to fetch incense for the ceremony. So the Witten Hall smells nice. For the little Ben.
You mean to tell me you braved this den of deadly beasts for some tree sap?
You don't have to do everything he says, you know.
Or if you must, at least have the good sense to ask one of our hunters to accompany you.
We're sorry.
It's fine. Just go back to the village before you get yourselves into any more trouble.
Right, you are.
Oh, and thanks and that.
Remind me to give my brother a cuff round the ear when we get back.
EXP abilities. Why did it? Interesting. I don't know what it did. Could I learn to just do it the right
then.
way? Yeah.
Let's collect this water, shall
Could
we?
I do it after 80 hours or however long it's been? Maybe for New Game Plus.
The rain that falls on the mountain emerges here in these springs.
The source of the river. The source of life.
Precisely. Take care not to spill it.
Right. Let's Save that for the ceremony.
Yeah. I could learn how to... Well, I probably will maybe potentially try to learn how to dodge correctly in New Game Plus, but it's a lot earlier than it feels like it should be. That's also because I want to do Dark Souls and just dodge like the last possible instant, which is not really how this works. I don't know, see, they always wanted you to dodge early. So this master is not a master as well. Okay, so we'll do Phoenix first. Actually, I was gonna say Jill, but Phoenix looks like it's closer to being done. So as soon as we can make a left, we're gonna make a left.
We can collect the water of the river from here.
Right.
The water of the river represents life. It is constantly moving, constantly changing. And though its course may twist and turn or branch into 1,000 separate streams, it always flows in the same direction, from source to sea, beginning to end.
Like time. What of Wallius then? When your ancestors froze him, did they remove him from the River of Life?
They did. Like an ice-bound pool that didn't thaw for 80 summers. But now he's free to flow again, to live. And you and I shall flow with him, for we are all but drops of water in the great river of life.
I find that thought oddly reassuring.
Go on.
A drop of water might seem insignificant on its own, but as a part of a torrent, it can cleave a path through the hardest rock. It makes me believe we humans might just stand a chance.
I believe we might. Just one more file to go then.
Nearly done.
Just gotta find everything. Do the circle around. Oh, I missed that. Next thing I need 1,000. And then 4250. Alright. 2 levels to go. Does it tell you how many? 215,000. Alright. I suppose if we're fighting everything, we'll fight the giant turtles. It's kind of wild that I literally did every single thing to do, and it didn't like, get to full. As far as like how like to max level, max level. Granted, I think if I ever had extra EXP. The extra EXP talisman instead of the guild one. Ooh, you have. Nice try. Probably should run this entire thing to see, because there's got to be. I'm gonna go to where all the enemies are, because there's got to be some aquamarine.
leads down to the coast. Usually we keep this gate shut tight, but since this is a special occasion...
Ah, yes.
Thank the tides the weather held. This place can be treacherous when the waves are high. If it weren't for the holy water, no one would ever come down here.
I'll be sure to watch my step.
Water flows to the sea, then rises into the clouds. Just like life, the end is not the end, only a new beginning. Ancestors chose this place because it was where the first boat landed.
And it's a good thing they didn't land closer to the surge.
Quite.
Very easy, sure. God, 321. I could have done this in 2 segments, but it's fine.
The water of the sea. I still can't help but be awed by it.
Oh? All that wave ever made me feel was pity and sorrow for the innocent life trapped inside it. The child my great-grandfather sacrificed to try to change his people's fate. It was wrong, an unforgivable sin. But I often wonder, will my descendants ever forgive me for what I have done? As tributary, I've faced many difficult choices. And though I've always striven to do what's best for my people, here we live in poverty, hidden away from the world. So have my choices denied them a better life, just as my ancestors denied Walyas his?
No. You would not forcibly sacrifice one of your people to save the others. You do the best you can for all of them, as do I. We share in their woes, just as we share in their joys. And the most we can do is try to bring them more of the latter.
Aye, you're right. And try I shall, to bring all of my people a better tomorrow. Walyas included.
Then I wish you luck. If my time with the boy is any indication, he's going to be quite a handful.
Then we must start as we mean to go on, and give him the very best welcome we can.
Where to next, then?
Back to the village, to find out if my brother has made the necessary preparations. Or got his lackeys to do it for him.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll run back and we'll kill everything also the chance that there's an aquamarine chilling in here somewhere. Especially as it just happened right now. So I briefly checked. So my intention once this video is done, the only thing I did not do is obviously New Game Plus, but also the Kairos Gate, because apparently it's basically a horde mode that takes a while to kind of get used to how it goes and all that kind of stuff. But it's a horde mode, just like any, whatever, pick your favorite. Actually, I should run all the way around this just to see if there's an aquamarine. I don't record that. The other thing I'm not going to record, or bother recording, aside from New Game Plus, because there's no fucking point, is I'm going to go and probably just sell all the shit that I'm not going to use. And in addition to selling that shit I'm not going to use, I'm going to go and get every single talisman just to have it. Because I know that you can duplicate talismans in New Game Plus, and that seems like a very good idea. Really? Yeah, I'm just gonna sell a bunch of shit. I'm gonna go and get all the talismans. I'll do Kairos Gate. I might, just for shits and giggles, do, once I kind of have figured out how Kairos Gate works, one time to have literally everything that's not New Plus not in it. That's not good. Otherwise, at some point, I would probably just have a million-hour video that's just reading all of the lore that Hippocrates has. It just seems like that. There you go. I'm sure there's at least one that's between like where you start and where you end up kind of deal, for want of a better term. Google says that you can get all four of the I assumed that was going to come from one of the unofficial hunt board things that Sheila was doing. Assuming I get as we've basically been building, I'm going to go back to the very start. Once I hit the gate up here, I'm going to go back to the very start of Mysidia and just cut back and hopefully find the other two. I know there's got to be at least one of these guys chilling over here. So, yeah, I mean, we'll just pretend. Nope. We'll just pretend that this is 2 parts, because it could have just been 2 parts. But this way I can do all of this in one go. Maybe, possibly, potentially, possibly. I do wish that you could, like, go down there. It'd just be cool. 42.50. Alright. Happening to game plus minimum fine. Let me just, before I waste a bunch of fucking time. Okay. We're gonna run through here. My guess. Have I been to the riverfront since I got the thing that tells me where everything is? Oh no, it totally is. Okay, sorry. I had a quick Google pulled up just in case I couldn't figure out what the fuck it was from the first thing. I just assumed it would be this trail because you didn't have the thing that makes them ring or whatever the fuck it is. Shula. Ooh, Shula. Shula, I'm not gonna say anything in your prayers after these things. Good. XP. To the riverfront. This was totally an achievement thing. This is how you do this. I definitely didn't look it up. It's totally fine. There it is. Alright, so that's enough aquamarine to make everything. Also the sword. The absurd stagger sword. Fucking 700 something stagger. It's absurd. Alright. So as the this has to be the final quest for this. So I'm gonna go make the sword. I'm gonna go make the items, and then I'll go do the shop first. I'll just make sure I'm fully healed on everything or whatever. So shop, heal, turn in quests, quest, just the one.
This is all we have.
sure you need it. Here you are.
I have so
I'll
much
be here.
Here, we'll do this while we're here.
When you've decided what you want, just let me know. I'll be here.
Yes?
Right, Pavad. You get to make the Tonbray knife.
I'd like to see another smith do better.
Now.
There.
Oh, shit.
I'd like to see another smith do better.
Let's do that. That's how that happened. I'm like 95% sure that's how that happened. I'm gonna turn this in. I'm gonna go back to the hideaway and see the item that it's gotta be this has to be the final item for
We have the holy water. Is everything else in place?
After that,
All ready to go.
that'll be this.
Told you you could count on me.
That'll be it for.
Then let us
16.
begin. Famiel, have your men summon everyone to the Witten Hall.
Right you are.
I will play more just to go and buy
Maybe I
all
should've
the
waited.
other shit, but
I don't know the words.
Don't worry, there aren't many of them. We'll have time enough to practice before people arrive.
just be like, what up, Wallius?
My friends, we are gathered here today to welcome this child into our community by the rite of immersion, as has been our custom since the first reign. As tributary, I would normally perform the rite with the child's parents, but Wallius's mother and father returned to the sea long ago. So I and my brother Famiel shall serve as his family, while the one who returned him to us shall bear witness in my stead. Clive, if you would step forward.
Go get him, Clyde. You can do it. Clive's like, yeah, okay, I'm here.
Like the rain that falls on the mountains tall, are we born.
Like the river that flows through the valleys below, do we live.
Please tell me that Clive is just gonna like dump the whole fucking thing on his face instead of just a drop.
Like the boundless sea, where the currents run free, do we die? And to the clouds then rise again.
Look at you, Clive. Well done. Solid job.
The circle of water is the circle of life. And today, from the heavens falls rain anew. This child, Wallius, now joins our stream, and he shall flow with us from the mountains to the sea. You played your part to a T, Clive. Thank you. It means a lot to us.
I was honored to be asked. And terrified I'd miss.
Now that you're part of the family, young Walyas, my lad. Uncle Samuel can teach you the ways of the world.
Oh no, he can't.
Eh?
Don't be so hasty. Your brother's knack for self-preservation might serve him well.
Ha! You are never going to let me live that down, are you?
Bruh.
I'm gonna raise Walyas as if he were my own. Teach him everything I know about life, our people, and our past. But with all the mother crystals gone, he will grow up in a world without comforts. One where we only have ourselves and each other to rely on.
I'd say your people are better prepared than most to survive in such a world, Shula. To thrive, indeed, under your guidance.
Only if nature continues to smile on us. If we were to lose her gifts, we'd be left with nothing at all.
Yes. But it needn't come to that. Not if we can stop the spread of the Blight. So long as we can save a single patch of soil, we can plant the seeds for a new world. One where we can all be free.
Perhaps then we might finally be able to step out from behind our curtain, eh? Till that day comes, I wish you good tide.
Thank you.
Do it, Clive. Do
We should
it.
be on our way.
Oh, for fuck's
Well, you be careful out there.
Aye, you steer clear of trouble now.
Likewise.
Fuck's sake, Clive. Excellent.
To think, we must be the first outsiders to have witnessed that rite in over a century.
Walyas has been waiting for it for nearly as long. He seemed pleased to be finally rejoining the family.
Now all we have to do is save that family. To change our river's course.
Alright. Let's go back to the hideaway. We'll look at all of the stuff on Clive's wall. And, oh, I was just going to verify that every orchestrion roll. So two things. One is the Kairos Gate, which again it's a horde mode that I'm not gonna just sit here and record endlessly. The other's the new sword. That is kind of a cool sword. tend to give a shit about what Vivienne has to say. There's not really a good way to go about doing her things. I feel like the easier way to look at this is through.
What is it that you wish to learn? Here's the latest information I have. Here you are. Very good.
Just under 4 hours. So the only thing I might do after this, as far as recording, is just record looking at every single entry that Harpocrates has. But aside from that, I'm gonna go and literally buy every single talisman from every single vendor. So if anything were useful in New Game Plus, I can go and duplicate them as needed. But we'll go and sit through all these, and I'll leave them up long enough that if you want to, you can read them. So that's it. That's Final Fantasy 16. no one watches this, but if you do, thanks. I'll do a lore thing where I just read everything. But that's it. The game is lovely. It's not the first time I played it. It's a fantastic game. And yeah. That is it.